Dylan Brooks said some words about Draymond and the Warriors. Draymond responded on the podcast, and coincidentally, they played right away on primetime television. And the Memphis Grizzlies had the best of the Warriors, beat them by double digits. So, and they were barking again after the game. So, we're going to just talk about the rivalry. What do we think about this back and forth between Dylan Brooks and Draymond Green? So, I'm going to kick this off. So, I know, like yesterday, we came on the show and we talked about John Morant. I think it was yesterday. Talked about John, or 2 days ago. I think one of us said that get rid of Dylan Brooks.
That was yesterday. I said it.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah. All right, Tom will say that. So I know we killed Dylan Brooks and everything, but he's doing, when it comes to these Warriors, he's doing his job. The only thing I don't agree with Dylan Brooks is the injury to GP2. I think that was dirty. Anything that's not crossing the line, that's crossing the line, that's playing dirty. But all the talk he's doing, I actually like it, especially toward his Warriors team. It's a young, hungry team on the come up, and they're not afraid of this juggernaut of a franchise that's been in the last decade. So I don't have a problem with it. Now, when you talk trash, you add pressure to yourself. And Memphis, they don't, when they lost in the playoffs, it's because they lost to the better, more experienced team. They didn't choke, kind of like what Minnesota did when they gave up 2 20-point leads in the same game. So, so I like that. They putting pressure on themselves. They believe in their superstar, John Morant. They have a great coach. And Dylan Brooks is they Draymond Green. Believe it or not, he's a Draymond Green. So I like it. Now I also like Draymond Green too. I like what he did. I like the fact that he came on his podcast and addressed Dylan Brooks, basically telling him stay in your place. I like the fact that he on a press conference he was like, "Ain't no rivalry going on. You have to win. We won 4, they won 0." All right. I like how he downplayed their win. It's hard for me to get up in March. I like that. Now, my only thing is this. Draymond is going to have to, like, he can keep talking, right? Which is cool. But he's going to have to perform eventually. Because last year, the reason why the Warriors made that run, they were a great defensive team. Draymond said that he's the anchor of the defense. Last year, they were the number 2 defense. And that's what Draymond Green being hurt a lot of the year. In my opinion, I thought they were number 1. And Boston was number 2. But they're number 2, which is still good. This year, they're 18. Obviously, a lot of that got to do with GP2 not being there. They traded for him. He's still hurt. I'm not sure he's going to make it back for the playoffs if they make it. And Wiggins only played 37 games. So Wiggins is a primary defender whenever they need a guy to shut down or slow down, Wiggins is our primary guy. And GP2 was last year too. So now, so I think they will be okay because of that. But we don't know. They got to get better defensively. And Draymond, you said that you are the quarterback of the defense.
Uh-huh.
The offense is performing. They're one of the best offenses in the NBA. Defensively, bottom 15. So we'll see. Tomo, talk to us.
Great.
It's on the title, my bad.
It's all good. I mean, like you said, I was gonna come on and say the same thing, even though I told him to get rid of Dylan Brooks because outside of the Warriors rivalry, this is the only team he shows up for. Everything else, Dylan Brooks, he has a moment where he just goes MIA. So it's like he wakes up, like Draymond said, he does wake up in March. What's his name? Dylan Brooks, that is. Draymond went to Michigan State, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense why he don't wake up in March. Some people will get that. But Dylan Brooks' record against the Grizz, he was 6-9. So to him, it is a rivalry. Because, I mean, until the Grizzlies can get into the Western Conference Finals and see them again in the playoffs and make it something, to him, it is a rivalry. So you can keep talking about it. It's like big brother, little brother. So I'm going to keep poking the bear, no pun intended, every chance I get. Because when y'all show up, I show out. And last night, what was he? I think in the series, he averaged like 13 points, 2 rebounds. But he's not a starter, so these are good numbers for somebody coming off the bench. But last night, the whole rebound with the rubbing in the face and all that, it just seems like he got under their skin so much that they lost by double digits. You see what I'm saying? So obviously, Dylan Brooks is winning this matchup. Also, here's a few quotes, though. I'm a better player than him. Dylan Brooks. He said, I'm the same player like him. To play like Draymond, all you got to do is wake up, show up on the court, and show out. And when he meant by show out is just like get a couple rebounds, pass the ball. Outside of that, I don't think Draymond's a good player. And I also like what he said at the end of the game when he was like, give Draymond the mic. Tell him keep talking about me so I can play better. So now you just gave this man more motivation and Jaws out. So he's going to get more minutes. So now he has to show and prove. Meanwhile, on the Warriors side of town, Steph is back, but they have like a 7-26 record on the road. So something has to get better there because at the end of the day, the last thing you want to do is have Dillon Brooks get the last laugh and they make the playoffs and then they go to the second round. They probably make it to the third round. Meanwhile, the Warriors are still just trying to figure out their defense. Dave, what you think?
Yeah, the Warriors defense is not good. 18th is not good. Not good at all. And that doesn't back up anything that Draymond was saying as being the leader of the defense. If you're the leader of the defense, then you can't be 18th. I understand you got injuries, Andrew Wiggin's been out and all that, but you've had this team, this core team that's been there for pretty much the rest of the year, and you're 18th. That's not good. It's not good at all. And then you have a terrible road record. You haven't even won 10 games on the road all season. I don't see how you think you're going to be able to do something with that. You only won 7 games. That's bad. That's terrible. But just as far as the one-on-one thing, they pretty much just about played the same yesterday. It wasn't that big of a difference. Dillon Brooks was 6 of 15 from the field and 1 of 7 from 3. So they won the game. I get it. I understand that. They won the game and more power to the Grizzlies. But that wasn't all because of Dillon Brooks. And just like that loss wasn't really all a Draymond Green. But right now, you got to give it to the Grizzlies right now. The Grizzlies are playing better right now. They're 3rd seed. They're better than the Warriors. If the Warriors play them in the series, I don't see how anyone will be able to pick the Warriors right now. I really don't see it. I understand you got Steph, and Klay has played better this year, but your defense is not good enough, and you can't win on the road. More than likely, the Grizzlies will be the home team, which means you're going to have to beat them at home. You haven't been able to beat anybody at home for real this year. So right now, Dillon Brooks is winning this. As far as the rivalry, I agree with Draymond. It's not a rivalry yet until you win a championship. But right now, it's fun to watch. So I would like to see this again. I'm not gonna lie. If they match up in the playoffs again, I'm gonna watch this series just to see how those two are gonna play.
We forgot one more person too, because Klay Thompson was a part of this too, right?
Mm-hmm. Him and Jaren Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rivalry.
You call him a bum.
Yeah. It's a big brother, little brother rivalry. Like the Warriors, of course, are the big brothers in this, but they listen when the Grizzlies talk. It's not like they just let things fly.
Yeah. So, but it's all Andrew Wiggins. Is he coming back? That's what I want to know. Is he going to come back? Because if he comes back, then their defense is going to get back to normal, I think. And then if they both teams have full strength days, I might roll with the Warriors. Tell you the truth.
Full strength,
full strength, yes. I might do that full strength. I'm talking about right now.
Oh, right now? Yeah,
right now, I'm going with the
Grizzlies. Without Ja?
Yeah, I'm going with the Grizzlies.
Oh, no. I go with the Warriors in the 7-game series. Without Ja Morant, I go with the Warriors. Ja comes back, though, because they don't have Ja, Steven Adams, or Brandon Clark. That's big in the 7-game series.
They don't have Wiggins. They don't have GP2. Their defense is not good. And Draymond ain't – I mean, their road record's terrible. They would have to go into –
so was Memphis.
Yes, I get that. But Memphis is at home. Memphis will be at home in the series.
That's true. They will be.
That's what I'm saying. I'm more so talking about that road. That road record is not good, and their defense is terrible. So,
but they got Steph Curry, though, man. The best player on the court. Is John out there, too? Sorry. I mean, it won't happen. We won't get that because John's coming back. So that's a good debate, though.
Find out. You're
right.
We don't know yet.
You're right. If I think he will, but we don't know. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.